Hi, today I'm reviewing the Youth to the People Exfoliation Power Toner. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. So if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at nobsbeauty.com or click on the Amazon link below. So this is a newer product and I've had about a week and a half or so to try it out. I don't know why it came to Sephora inside JCPenney's like before it even came out originally. But I haven't seen it on inventory at other Sephoras. So if you have a JCPenney Sephora outlet close to you, odds are they might have this. So worth checking out if you're interested in it. But I've had a chance to try it, and I thought I'd let you guys know my thoughts based on my Sarah score scale. And really quick, I'm using the Sunrise eyeshadow palette today. I had a little bit of fun with it, but I don't know why today was like a makeup travesty day. So I went to put my foundation on, I dropped my beauty blender on the floor, and it landed like right by the toilet, and there's no way I'm rinsing and washing that off and using it after it landed by there. So, found a new one finally. Everything went fine, and then as I was applying my mascara, I got one eye with the new Too Faced mascara, and then it was the sample size as I got a gift with purchase, and the handle is so small and slippery, I dropped that thing on the floor. And then when I pulled it off the floor, it had like my hair on it and probably dog hair on it. I'm like, you know what? That's just too gross. I could wash it off, but I'm doing LASIK in a couple days, so I don't want to risk anything bad with that. So I had to throw that away. So one eye is the new Too Faced mascara, and the other eye is the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. So if they look a little different, that's why. I don't know. Slippery hands today. It's very sad. So anyway, on to the review. So, this is a toner with kombucha black tea ferment, which is a good source of antioxidants, and they also say a source of potent peptides to enhance the skin's natural microbiome. Tree bark ferment, which apparently helps skin, the look of skin to help reverse the look of oxidative damage, which I'm not 100% sold on tree bark ferment, but that's what they call out in their product. And then ginger, which helps with anti-aging and enhances alpha-hydroxy acid's ability to smooth skin texture. With ginger, I always follow the rule that ginger extract is good, ginger oil, not good. And in this, they use the extract, so that's good. And then they've got lactic acid and glycolic acid, which obviously are good exfoliants to help smooth skin texture and reduce the appearance of pores. They also call out citrus bioflavonoids and lemon water extract, which they say helps to scavenge pollutants from the skin. That one I'm definitely not sold on at all. Really, lemon water really is just kind of a fragrance thing. But anyway, on to my review, and my first criteria is packaging. And overall, the packaging is okay. It's the standard Youth to the People packaging, which they tend to use recyclable glass products, which is just fine. However, I'm not a huge fan of the clear bottle. So if you pick this up when you're not using it, keep it in a dark cabinet, because if you keep it on your countertop, sun gets in from the windows and it can kind of zap some of the good beneficial ingredients and cause some of them to degrade slowly over time. So like with all my other Youth to the People products, I keep them in my cabinet. I should show you my cabinet because I've got quite a few of them in there. So anyway, so the packaging is okay. They've got, you know what, the cap was a little bit messy because it came with, I think it was the styrofoam that was supposed to be attached to the bottom of the cap, but it was kind of glued to this. So I kind of peeled it off, which wasn't an issue or anything. And I like the smaller nozzle because you can get a few drops. A little bit of this goes a long way. So packaging is okay, no issues with that. My second criteria is alcohol, and this does not contain any denatured or drying types of alcohol, so that is always a good thing. My third criteria is fragrance, and it really doesn't have much of a scent. If anything, very, 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 very slight lemon scent from the lemon fruit water. So it's really more a fragrance ingredient than anything else, but it's not very much of it, and it's not super noticeable, so it's not a big issue unless you have the most extremely sensitive skin. So I have sensitive skin, I didn't have any issues with it. So although the product probably would have been a little bit better without it, or just something else in its place. So let's see, my fourth criteria is the manufacturing location, and this is made in the U.S. In California, so no issues at all with that. Let me do a quick pH test before I get to ease of use, because I know you guys are all finding the pH testing very informative. So let me get some drops on there. And one more drop I need. There we go. And pH testing is kind of always interesting. You want to pH test the product as it's going to be used on your skin. So if it's a cleanser, you don't want to straight pH test the cleansing gel. You want to mix it with water and then test the pH. So let's see. This is looking like it's right around 4, which is on the borderline of exfoliants. Exfoliants you want to be usually within between 3 and 4. So any higher than 4, and it's probably not doing too much exfoliation. But this one is a solid. I would say it's a solid 4, pretty much right on the 4. So no issues with that. So that's good to see. So ease of use. The nozzle's a little bit annoying, but it's good because it only gets a couple drops out at a time. You want to put it on a cotton pad or a cotton ball, and then after you put a couple drops on it, smooth it over your skin immediately after cleansing. So very, very easy to use. A couple drops, maybe 4 or 5 drops, should do the trick unless you have a giant cotton ball that's very absorbent. And it smooths over skin very easily. And then immediately after you're done, don't rinse your skin off. You don't want to rinse it because the ingredients take some time to work. So, and then after a few seconds after your skin is completely dry, then you can continue with your skincare routine with your essence and then serums and then moisturizers, treatments, things like that. So you want to use this one immediately after cleansing. You don't want to apply anything before that because obviously it's going to be rinsed off with the cotton pad. So very easy to use. I think products like this are kind of having a moment because so many brands have come out with them lately. BHA I just reviewed. Murad I just reviewed has one. Who else? Ole Henriksen has one. I'm trying to think. A lot of brands are coming out with them. And it is a nice way to get some exfoliation in your skin and still not really dry your skin out or overdo it. And you can continue with your other products. So I like the exfoliating toners. I'm excited. I love trying them. Definitely one of the best ways to rev up your skincare is to add a good exfoliant in there. And especially if you're breakout prone, a toner and exfoliant will go a very long way, especially after cleansing. You know, you just don't know that the cleanser has always fully removed everything, and toning is a good way to kind of remove everything and also get your skin's pH back to normal after using maybe a harsher cleanser or a cleanser that wasn't pH balanced. So anyway, very easy to use, no issues at all with that. My 6th criteria is antioxidants. And it's got some good ones in here. Arginine is in there, which is a good amino acid, which is also an antioxidant. Glycolic acid, which is a good exfoliant. Betaine, which is a good ingredient for hydration. Ginger extract, again, extract good. Oil bad, which is a good beneficial ingredient for some good antioxidants. Black tea ferment, which is an antioxidant and also a hydrating ingredient. And then lactic acid and glycolic acid, obviously. I would have liked to see a couple more antioxidants in there and perhaps a couple good skin soothing ingredients, especially for those that might be newer to exfoliants or just those who have dry or sensitive skin. It would have been nice to see a couple more beneficial ingredients in here and also some good skin soothing ingredients to kind of help your skin deal with the alpha hydroxy acids. So the more good things they put in increases the likelihood that you could have irritation or sensitivity to it. So it just would have been nice to see a little bit more. That's kind of what Murad really did good with their new multi-acid treatment toner. They include a lot of good beneficial ingredients in there. So I would have liked to see a few more, although it's a good start and it's a good simple ingredient list. So if you have a lot of skin allergies, it's better to go with something that has a shorter ingredient list than something that has a long ingredient list. Anyway, it was close to being a total winner in that department, but I just would have liked to see a couple more and I've been a little bit more happy. So on to my 7th criteria, which is animal testing, and the use of the People brand is cruelty-free, so always good to buy from companies that are cruelty-free. Performance. Perform nicely. I would say after using this for several days in a row, my skin felt very soft, soothed, exfoliated, less noticeable blackheads. less noticeable flakes. If you're newer to exfoliants, definitely follow the directions on the box, which say to use it, every other day or 3 to 5 times a week until your skin doesn't get tingly or red after using it. So definitely build up, but start out slow. If you haven't used a lot of exfoliants before, don't start using it every night in a row. Give your skin a break to kind of acclimate and adjust to the exfoliants being used in your routine. So definitely nice, simple, easy to add into your routine. Does tingle for a couple minutes, but it does go away. If your skin burns it all, rinse it off, and maybe don't use it. It might be a little bit too strong for you. Your skin should tingle a little bit, but not burn, and it should last for a minute or two, not 5-10 minutes. So anything more than that just means your skin just can't handle it yet. So on to my 9th criteria, which is the price, and this is the full size, which is 4 ounces exactly. And the retail price is $38, so it might seem a little pricey. However, if you think of the average exfoliant serum is going to be 1 ounce, and a lot of those sell for about $30. So for this, you're getting 4 ounces for $38. So it might initially seem a little bit pricey, but over the length of time, it's not going to be as expensive as some other exfoliants. And a little bit does tend to go a long way. So I don't think it's that expensive. It's kind of a decent deal. Although the Murad one is way more expensive, and the most recent BHA one I reviewed is much cheaper. This is a decent price for a decent product and cruelty-free, so that's always nice to see. And then my 10th criteria is the it factor. I was a little bit torn. It's a very decent exfoliating toner. It does a good job. I would make a couple changes. I'd remove the lemon water. I would add a little bit of salicylic acid to give it some BHA instead of just the AHA. And I would probably add a couple more soothing and hydrating ingredients. And then the clear bottle would be better if it was opaque or covered with paper or something that would still make it recyclable, but not as prone to degradation in the sunlight. So, yeah, so overall, it's a very good product. I gave it a 7 out of 10, which is still pretty darn good. Just a couple slight changes I would make, but overall, it's still good enough for you if you have sensitive skin. I see no reason why those with sensitive skin couldn't use it. Just make sure to start very slowly. Or those of you with oily skin will probably love having a good exfoliant in your routine. So, yeah, overall, it's a pretty good product. So I'm interested if you guys have a chance to check this out yet. And if you have, what your thoughts are, or if you have a favorite Youth to the People product. What is it and how do you like it? I've got so many more products from them I still need to review, so I definitely got to add those into my list of things to get to. So anyway, so definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Check out nobsbeauty.com or the Amazon link below, and thank you guys so much.